Oconee County in South Carolina is a hotspot of wonderful destinations that include numerous waterfalls, rivers, hiking trails, and historic sites. One of the historical sites is the Oconee Station State Historic Site just outside the charming town of Walhalla. While there is so much to see and do in Oconee County, this 210-acre park should be on your list of places to visit, as it is very easy to get to and has some nice features that are worth checking out. Oconee Station State Historic Site is located at 500 Oconee Station Road in Walhalla, South Carolina. It is easy to reach as it is just a few miles north of Scenic Highway 11, about 10 minutes from downtown Walhalla. Look for the large sign as you head up Oconee Station Road. Their parking area is large, and there are restroom facilities on site. There is no fee to visit Oconee Station. Oconee Station is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily from March through November. From December through February, the park is only open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday through Sunday. At Oconee Station, you can visit the historic buildings, take a peaceful hike around the small 4-acre lake, or head out on a longer hike to Station Creek Falls. We suggest you start at the informative signboard that is immediately next to the parking lot at the head of the short path that leads to the historic buildings. From the signboard, you can learn all about the history of Oconee Station, how it was originally a military compound and later a trading post. From the informative signboard, head up the short path following the primitive fence where you can view the two historical buildings at Oconee Station, William Richards House and the Stone Block House. Both buildings are open to the public from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, with guided tours also available. The Stone Block House was built in 1792 and was originally a military post. In 1799, it was the last blockhouse to be decommissioned in South Carolina, as troops were no longer necessary in the area. There were other buildings at the time, but none that have survived. In 1805, William Richards built his 2-story brick house and established it as a trading post. It is in beautiful shape despite how old it is. It is fun to examine and imagine what it must have been like to live here during the early 1800s. Both the Stone Block House and the William Richards House are two well-preserved pieces of South Carolina history that are interesting to learn about, so be sure to read the informative plaques just outside each building. From the historic buildings, you can walk back down to the parking area and catch the trail to the pond on the property. The trail starts just up the driveway from the parking area, where it is a very short walk to the pond from there. You can either relax at the pond or take the short 1.5-mile loop trail around it. You could also take the longer trail into the Sumter National Forest that ends up at Station Cove Falls. If you want to take that hike, we have a full episode on Station Cove Falls that you can watch to get more information about that destination. Note that in the springtime, Oconee Station has a significant number of wildflowers that bloom throughout the park. However, regardless of when you visit Oconee Station State Historic Site, you are going to enjoy this park, which includes a piece of South Carolina history. That is it for this episode of HD Carolina, your source for high-definition, informative videos of things to do and see in the Carolinas. Please visit us online at www.hdcarolina.com.